Most people spend their time hoping for the best. I spend my time planning for the worst. In a world of geopolitical chaos and soaring debt, hope isn't a strategy, it's a liability. If you aren't building a fortress today, you're already underwater. Here is exactly how we do it at JPMorgan and why most of you are doing it wrong. Listen, I'm going to be blunt. We don't have time for the corporate fluff or the academic theories that don't work in the real world. We're living through a period of history that's as complex and dangerous as anything I've seen in my career. We've got a land war in Europe, the largest shift in the global order since World War II, and a fiscal situation in this country that we've been ignoring for far too long. These people ask me all the time, Jamie, are you a bear or a bull? That's the wrong question. I'm a realist. And the reality is that the easy money era is over. It's dead. It's not coming back. If you've spent the last decade thinking that bididdling interest rates and endless liquidity were the new normal, you're about to get a very expensive education. Man, what we're here to solve today is a fundamental rot in how we think about the future. We've become a society of short-termers. We're obsessed with the next quarter, the next tweet, the next political cycle. But you don't build a great company, and you certainly don't maintain a great nation by looking at your shoes while you're walking through a minefield. Malas, you build it by building a fortress. The fortress balance sheet. At JPMorgan, we talk about a fortress balance sheet until our faces are blue. Why? Because you don't wait for the storm to start buying umbrellas. You build the fortress when the sun is shining, so that when the world hits the fan, and it always does, you aren't just surviving, you're the one providing the liquidity, you're the one buying the assets. You're the one standing tall when everyone else is running for the exits. A fortress isn't just about cash. It's about preparedness. It's about running 1,000 what-if scenarios. What if interest rates hit? Bifid Chi? What if the oil supply chain snaps? What if China moves on Taiwan? If your business model relies on the government will fix it or it won't happen to me, you don't have a business, you have a prayer. And hope is not a professional strategy. The crisis of common sense. We need to solve the crisis of common sense. We've got people in Washington and in some of our biggest boardrooms who have lost the plot. We've over-regulated the things that create growth and under-regulated the things that create risk. Jen, we've stopped investing in our infrastructure. We've stopped caring about the quality of our public schools. We've made it harder to build a bridge or a pipeline in this country than it is to launch a rocket to Mars. That's insane. If we want to lead the world, we have to be able to build things. We have to be able to move things. We have to be able to educate our kids so they can outcompete anyone on the planet. That means we need to stop the polarization. I'm a red-blooded American patriot. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I care if you can read a balance sheet, and if you love this country, we need to get back to pro-free enterprise policies that actually lift people up rather than just talking about them in sound bites. Leadership is not a Zoom call, and let's talk about the culture of work. You cannot lead from your couch. I've been vocal about this because I believe it. Collaboration, mentorship, the accidental innovation that happens at the coffee machine, that is the lifeblood of a fortress. You want to build a career? You want to be the next CEO? Get in the room. Be present. Hard work isn't a dirty word. Grit isn't an outdated concept. The world is getting harder. The competition is getting smarter. The quiet quitting nonsense, that's for people who have already lost. In a world of chaos, the winner is the one who shows up, stays late, and takes ownership. CIS, the American engine, I'll leave you with this. Despite all our flaws, and I can list them, the United States still has the best hand ever dealt to a country. We have the most resilient economy, the best universities, the most innovative spirit, and the deepest capital markets the world has ever seen. So but we are not entitled to lead. We have to earn it every single day. Building a fortress means having the courage to face the truth. It means admitting that the debt matters. It means admitting that we need a strong military and a strong border. It means admitting that capitalism is the only system that has ever lifted billions of people out of poverty. Stop apologizing for being successful. Stop waiting for the perfect time to act. The perfect time was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Let's stop the bickering. Let's stop the short-term greed. Let's build something that lasts years. Let's get back to work.